Hello and welcome to your Advective Weather Severe Weather Update for February 8th, 2023. A level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk is currently in place in the southern United States, with big cities like Jackson and Vicksburg within that enhanced risk. In the slight risk, or level 2 out of 5 there in the southern U.S., we have all of the big cities in Louisiana: Shreveport, Lake Charles, Baton Rouge, Morgan City, New Orleans, and then we also have some big cities there in Arkansas, so that's Little Rock, Arkadelphia, Texarkana, all in the slight risk. And we also have places in Mississippi such as Laurel, Hattiesburg, Meridian, Starkville, Oxford in the slight risk. And in the marginal risk, we have places like Tuscaloosa, Birmingham in Alabama, as well as Mobile. And then we also have Tupelo, Mississippi there. Those are the big cities within the severe weather risk today. That's primarily driven by tornadoes. Let's take a look at the current conditions that are going on at this time. You can see here that over the primary severe risk area, there isn't much going on. That's actually bad news. You can actually see some clearer skies there in parts of Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas. It's not what we like to see. That means the atmosphere is able to destabilize. As we head over to Texas, you can see those storms there, that line of storms. That's going to be the line that's the severe weather maker, and we might even have some severe weather ahead of that line as well. You can also see the big rain mass there in Arkansas stretching into Oklahoma. That's going to produce a flood threat today. We'll be talking more about that later in the video. Well, let's take a look at the SPC outlook in more detail now. You can see that level 3 out of 5 there. Again, Jackson, Mississippi in that. That's the enhanced risk. The slight risk surrounding that. And our marginal risk is rather extensive as well, stretching all the way up through parts of Illinois, stretching towards places like Peoria and Springfield. As we move south, places like Evansville also within that marginal risk. And then as we continue to move south, again, there that level 3 out of 5, primarily driven by tornadoes. That's a 10% hatched risk of tornadoes that's in place today. And that hatched area being where EF2 to EF5 tornadoes are possible according to the Storm Prediction Center. You can also see there in the brown area, that's where the slight risk is. Don't let your guard down there, as strong tornadoes are also possible despite not being in the hatched region, as noted by both the Storm Prediction Center and looking at the environmental parameters. If you're in the green area, that's a level 1 out of 5. Your risk is fairly low, but it's not zero. Still keep an eye on the sky today and stay weather aware. As we head into the wind threat, that's a level 2 out of 5, the yellow region in the level 2 out of 5. So strong winds are going to be possible across this region, as well as the brown region, which is level 1 out of 5, but it's going to be scattered and much more scattered in the level 2 out of 5 than in the level 1. So it's likely that we're going to see some damaging wind, especially again within that yellow area. But again, both areas should be watching for that closely. And then finally, the lowest threat, but still a non-zero threat, is large hail. That's 1 inch or higher, being severe hail, 5 to 14% area given there. That is a level 1 out of 5, stretching all the way from Texas through parts of Arkansas like Little Rock, parts of Louisiana like Shreveport, and moving up north to parts of Tennessee such as Memphis. Let's take a look at a weather model here. This is the high-resolution rapid refresh model, and you can see here this is a rather short time span, but it takes us through the severe weather event as the storm, the line of storms breaks down and moves into Alabama towards the end of the loop there. That is around 4 a.m. Central Time. But you can see here these storms move through. We have some more isolated storms there ahead of the line. Those are the ones that are going to be of the biggest concern for tornadoes. And then that main line there, that's the wind threat. You can see that moving through the risk region as well. Let's take a look at another forecast. This one is for excessive rainfall and flash flooding. You can see the slight risk there extending from extreme northeastern Texas and southeastern Oklahoma, cutting through Arkansas, again, Little Rock in that slight risk, and then moving into the boot heel of Missouri and extreme southwestern Illinois. Marginal risk surrounds that. That's still something that needs to be watched closely for sure. Flooding is a threat that's not to be sneezed at. Flooding causes more fatalities yearly than tornadoes. Well, what can you do? Firstly, let's know the difference between a watch and a warning. This is very important. You're probably going to be in a severe thunderstorm or tornado watch today, especially if in that level 2 or 3 out of 5. Severe thunderstorm and tornado watches are when the conditions are favorable for severe thunderstorms and tornadoes, but it doesn't mean that one is imminent. You want to stay weather aware, keep an eye on the sky, and make sure you know what to do in the event you're put in a warning. So what does a warning mean? If you're in a severe thunderstorm warning or tornado warning, have a plan. You're going to need to act. That means that a severe thunderstorm or tornado is happening or imminent, so you need to take shelter immediately. That's lowest level, sturdy building, interior room, bathroom, closet, something like that. In a tornado warning, here are your sheltering guidelines generally speaking. Your worst options are going to be mobile homes, vehicles, and underneath a highway or overpass. Mobile homes and vehicles are like death traps. You'll be thrown around in them. There will be lots of debris, and most people get killed in tornadoes by debris, not by being chucked up in the air and landing on the ground. Underneath a highway or overpass is a bad idea as a result of the fact that the winds, as they move under, get enhanced. chance. So you're actually going to get stronger winds under a highway or overpass. Large open rooms like gymnasiums are also bad ideas. Rooms near windows, not a good idea either. Manufactured housing, also not good. You want to stay away from that, as again, debris can fly around everywhere. Not a good idea. Good options are ones that are going to be more closed off. They're going to be interior rooms, well constructed, and homes or buildings, basements as well. Places where you can avoid flying debris. That's the big thing. You also want to bring pillows, blankets, something like that with you as well. Maybe even a bicycle helmet. Wrap yourself up in them and make sure that you're protected from flying debris in the event that you do have to deal with it. And then your best options are going to be things like tornado shelters. That can be an NSSA/ICC 500 compliant shelter. FEMA provides some. But again, that's not accessible. So the accessible shelter, that's lowest level, sturdy building, interior room, preferably a bathroom or closet. That's where you want to be. Well, thank you so much for watching. As this severe weather event unfolds, Advective Weather will be on it. We will be live if we need to be, given a strong tornado or something of that nature. We hope to see you on our Discord server here so we can talk more about the weather with you, and you can get to know us as time goes on. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, you can leave a like below, share it with any friends you know that are in the severe weather threat, and be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications if you want to see more videos like this one. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you in the next one.